Hello, here I'm sitting in my little studio in the garden, the sun shining. It's about 6 degrees Celsius centigrade out there. Don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. But anyway, sure. It's chilly anyway, but very beautiful. Very nice. If I'm in charge, why don't my thoughts listen to me? Because our thoughts don't listen to us, do they? Will you keep quiet? Chat, 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 chat. See, will you keep quiet? Or I've had enough of this thinking. I can't bear this anymore. It's, as you know, it's more thinking. It actually doesn't make any difference. And you're right, your thoughts are not listening to you. They're not listening to us. You know, the Zen master was once asked, he was giving a seminar, and he was asked, can you talk a bit about the human predicament? And he just said, caught in thought. We're hooked into the thinking. And it's partly because we take who we are and how we are from our thinking. How am I? Let me think. So if we have some thoughts that are like a bit sort of depressing or anxious, we feel depressed or anxious. If we have thoughts that, oh, you know, the headache's gone, we feel lighter, happier. So how we are, um, or rather, our thinking determines how we feel, how we are. And isn't thinking all over the place? Isn't it chaotic? And that's what one of the students, one of our members, said on a recent weekend retreat, that the mind is chaotic. And she wasn't talking about just hers. The mind. Minds are chaotic. They are. So if you take your identity from your mind, well, how's that going? How's it going for you? It's the wrong place. What we're doing with Mindfulness Unleashed and meditation generally is not trying to, we're not sitting there trying to feel better, because that doesn't really work. I'm not saying don't do things to, have nice food and go to the cinema or go on a holiday. We all do that. We do that. Yeah. I'm not going to eat awful food when I can eat nice food. Yeah. Those are the natural things we do. Yeah. But in meditation, we're not trying to make ourselves feel better. We're looking at what's actually going on. How come I keep getting involved in all this thinking? Why is this happening? Why can't I sit with just watch the birds or watch the sky or just sit and have a cup of tea in peace? Because there's an identification with thinking. There's like an obsession. Could say it's an addiction. Because the thinking is about me. Most of the thinking is about me. And it's our favorite subject, even though it's painful often. It's like just think of it logically. It's like we're often thinking about what other people are thinking about us. I mean, that's a recipe for unhappiness, for misery. We're assuming that somebody else or what somebody else is thinking about what we are thinking and doing, or just about our character. It's crazy. And we keep getting hooked into that, see? And you can tell your thoughts, will you keep quiet, please shut up. And they're not listening. They're not listening to you. Because that's just more thoughts. And you are not your thoughts. You can observe them, can't you? Just do it now. Just think a thought. Just say that to yourself slowly. Thinking a thought. And you can watch it. You can observe it. And speech or words are just verbalized thoughts. That's all they are. But it's good to catch it at the level of thought, see? Because once it's been uttered, then the consequences. And we know, oh, she hadn't said that. Well, if it remains a thought, oh, good, just let that one go, thank you. Don't need to utter that one. Awareness is the key, guys. Awareness of thinking. I know I go on about this a lot, but it's the key. There are two components to meditation, and only two components. Thoughts, watching thoughts, and a direct experience of the body here, this, and all its feelings and sensations, the five senses. That's what we need to do. That's where we need to go. And as we take the energy away from the thinking, we take away its power gradually. This doesn't happen in a flash. I mean, the odd times it does, but most of it is gradual. It's like this, the cloud on a, the sun never leaves the sky, does it? But it gets obscured by clouds. Normally, the clouds disperse gradually, become thinner. And then you sense the sun, you sense the brightness. The sun is dawning. This is what happens here. The clouds of thoughts thin gradually, but we have to observe them. And what creates the cloud in the sky? The sun. The very things that obscure the sun are created by the sun. And it's the same here. The thoughts are created by your attention. Your attention creates thinking, self-centered thinking.